Hi traders, welcome to another trading brief. Before we dive in, quick reminder for everyone. Operation 100K kicks in off September 15. This is a 60 days of live trading, real-time pressure and no rooms to hide. Goal of the challenge is simple, to show you live how to turn a small 1K account into 100K in just 60 days. If you're still dancing around your potential, still breaking your own rules, this is your line in the sand. If you want to learn more about this, you can just visit my website nicoladelic.com, and also I'll try to leave a link in the description of this session. Let's get back on the market, guys. We take a look at the economic calendar like we are expecting definitely today's we have a decent amount of data. We have interest rate coming from Europe pretty soon. Also core inflation data coming from the US, but definitely ECB data is more important. I don't expect to see any change in the rates right now, but what I'm mostly interested to see, like I told you the last time when we spoke, guys, is this ECB press conference. This is the key event for today. So I expect to see a lot of movements during the New York session today. We take a look at the market. Market didn't move or change much. US dollar slightly higher. I'm counting this move as the wave 1 of the larger wave 5, and I'm looking to see a little bit more bullish movement before markets start to push lower. Overall, I'm bearish. Short term, maybe bullish, but overall, long term, I'm still bearish. Short term invalidation for me at the moment is 98.73. If that breaks, the only thing I would slightly adjust would be this. I would need to count the larger triangle that we are tracking in the wave 4 as incomplete and look at the market as something like this, as we just ended the wave D and looking for a three-leg move in the wave E. In that case, the invalidation would be here at 125, and while that hold, we should remain bearish. The same story applies to the Euro USD. Market slightly lower, nothing special, but I slightly adjust the count here. I better see this idea of a larger triangle as incomplete. Definitely goes good with the idea of ECB rate, something that can finally give the boost to the market. Short term, definitely more bearish, looking to see a price towards 1628 before market move higher. But what I'm focused right now is just to see a push lower from there. I can track this ABC in the wave E as some sort of a flag formation, and from there look for a potential long plays. Pound working the way we wanted, didn't change the count at all here. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wave 1 of the wave C. We are also seeing a nice three-leg move in the wave 2. What I want to see right now is a push higher. I'm definitely keen on seeing the move in the pound dollar. We didn't test the 38.2, we fall short. Definitely 50 would be more ideal if you ask me, but we have the rates coming up, we have the data coming from the US, so we can expect to see a stronger moves even from a 38.2. I'm treating this as a flag, looking for a flag placed towards the upside. Of course, short term target for me would just be 137. Nothing more than that. Definitely we have the equals between A and C coming here, 137.90. But for me, definitely 137 will be enough to create good enough risk reward and to play a little bit more conservative. Aussie, nothing new. Market slightly lower for a day. I'm counting this as a leading diagonal in the wave 1. I would love to see a deeper pullback before market move higher. Not that interested in trying to trade the Aussie dollar at the moment, because I would love to see a deeper push lower before I create another buy opportunity for myself, just because I believe that around 65 we can expect to see more buyers, but we are really not that close to that level. In terms of a short place, this is not that ideal scenario. You can try it, but it's a small. That would be more aggressive play. And if you do that, trade against the high, so against the ending point of the wave 5, that's all that I see. Here in the dollar CAD market continued to move higher, so we need to consider this as incomplete move. We just get that equal X come here around 139.14, so definitely too deep. I wanted to see a push lower. We at least need to see market back below 138.30 if you want to see some bearish momentum. Not that keen, to be honest, guys. We'll see after the news what's happening, but right now doesn't feel that great. For example, dollar yen, maybe a better option if you ask me. A similar formation, similar thing. Here we have that 5 leg move in leading diagonal. We are counting that as the end of wave 1 of the larger wave C, looking for a 3 leg move pullback in the wave 2. So definitely same story, guys. Like equal X from there, looking for a short place. But here chart looks much better compared to the dollar CAD, if you ask me. So my game plan here is simple. Want to see a test of the equal X of 148.46, maybe a little bit higher test of 148.80, and from there looking for a break place towards the downside, while focusing on that on this high 149.14 as your short-term invalidation point. So if you break higher, we stop thinking about the shorts at the moment, but while that high holds, we can want to be a sellers here. Just a simple pattern play. In terms of the euro yen, nothing new changed. Still counting this as incomplete wave 5. Definitely we can say that the larger wave 5 is over just because this high was larger compared to this one. But I would love to see a more bullish movements here. Short term definitely bearish. We can treat it the same way as we are treating the dollar yen. So equal X from there, look for push lower. You can go with that idea of flag formation, play it like that. That's fine with me. And if that's the case, just keep in mind that you want to target 172 as your short-term target. Gold on my radar at the moment. Why am I saying gold is on my radar at the moment? We are finally seeing that pullback. So you can look to play it again. Gold play paid up nicely entire last month, so why not? Equal are close to around 3,600. We also have resistance that can turn to be a support from here, so why not? I'm not saying to buy from there just because you would need to use a little bit of larger stop loss, but at the end of the day focus on the levels. From there start focusing on a smaller time frame, start finding your entries. That's the key over here. Looking at this as a potential bullish flag that break, we should see a new all-time high, so why not? Silver, similar vibe, but it's not there. Definitely I don't have enough flags to call my wave 5 complete, to be honest. I believe that we are missing one more push higher. In terms of trading, I don't like it. Here I would really need to see a little bit more bearish movements, the equal X from there and from there to try to be a buyer. But right now, I really don't feel it. Like gold, much better opportunity if you ask me. Let's see, crypto still not that keen on that group. I believe that crypto market will present to us in the next, let's say, 2-3 weeks, a really good trading opportunity. But I'll talk about that in a different video. I want to skip those, that entire group at the moment, just because I don't see it. Nasdaq moving higher, want to see more bullish movements, want to see a new all-time highs. If you find a decent opportunity, you can take it, but there is no, let's say, a great knowing when this will end. Like you can just use that inverse 1,618, 127 as your next targets. That's all that I would do. DAX really is disappointing me. Like I waited this pair for a long. You know that idea that we are treating this as a triangle. Triangle still not working out. When I say not working out, we are not moving. Of course, we have the ECB coming up. Definitely something that can move DAX, but I really want to see price above 23, let's say 900 before we start to be a buyer. Just because, like we said the last time, if this just turned to be like this, it's a break because of a time, not because of a price. So still, we don't have a real breakout. We don't have a real bullish momentum. So I'm skipping that part for now. Okay, guys, this is all for today's session. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all tomorrow in the same time. Cheers, guys.